MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. John Gray gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what do you got? First-round draft pick out of the University of Oklahoma. Big arm, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard slider. It's never been about the stuff for John Gray. It's about attacking the strike zone. At times gets a little bit too timid on the mound, but if he brings his A game, you'll know early. If he's throwing strikes early with that fastball and he's in an attack mode, he's as good as anybody in the game.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
Well, that's going to wake everyone up. First pitch of the game. Now you understand why the manager puts this beast in the leadoff spot.
And in steps Manny Machado. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's a .333 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. These Rockies guys, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Batting third, the left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Machado gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pham connects and sends it to deep left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2 runs on the board after the home run by Tommy Pham. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
To the plate now, Jake Croninworth. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 3 runs already home here. A swing and a ground ball to third. Arenado has it, and that's out number 1. Ryan Vilade is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 76, Ryan Vilade.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 7.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Pilar is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on the dynamic abilities of Wil Myers. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Wil Myers as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. A 1-2 count to Wil Myers.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Padres 3, the Rockies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Mike Clevenger gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Now at the plate, Kevin Pilar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the center fielder, Kevin.
The pitch.
Hey.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Profar, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. Dahl is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it here 3-0. At the plate, Austin Nova.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Curveball inside corner, drops in for a strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Ranging back is Dahl, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Jurickson Profar digs in next, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Hit out towards second, reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
So now to the plate, Jorge Mateo, as he'll take a look at ball one. The 1-0 delivery.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now, but if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Let it rip that time. 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will land out there just foul. Now the 3-2 pitch, hammered the other way to deep right field. Blackmon going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with one swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. Boy, and here's a drive deep left field, and the long ball's going to bite him for the 3rd time today as this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Daniel Bard enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Machado now on 0-1. Line to the right side, and the Friars won't let up, as this ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach 2nd now with 1 away.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
At the plate now, Tommy Pham, as he rips it on the ground to 2nd. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from 2nd. It's 7-0.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Jake Croninworth comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 2nd home run early in the year, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The first baseman, number 7.
Into the box now, Victor Caratini. Left center, base hit. He takes the turn and heads for 2nd. And he's in there easily at 2nd with a 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
So here's Will Myers as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. And it's quickly 0-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score.
Now batting, the catcher.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, that doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Jairo Diaz is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Diaz.
Into the box, Austin Nola. He swings and grounds it to short. Story scoops it up on to first, and there were two down.
The center fielder, number 10, Jurickson Profar.
So stepping in, Jurickson Profar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Diaz features an absolute power slider, and he uses it a lot. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement on that pitch.
Yeah, Matt, and this is one of the reasons why this guy is so hard to square up and get the barrel of the bat on. He throws hard, and this slider that he throws, it takes a sharp break.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. A two-run home run for Jurickson Profar. Second home run early in the year as this lead got even wider.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Jorge.
In now, Jorge Mateo. And he puts it on the ground to second. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, this side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. On now to the bottom of the second. The Padres on top, 12-0. Trevor Story steps in now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Ryan Valade.
So striding in, Ryan Valade. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
The 1-2. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Ryan Valade has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Set to get his day started, Matt Kemp. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's out.
2 out with the man at first. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope, that's inside. Two balls, 1 strike.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Machado.
Standing in now, Manny Machado, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the ball in play. 1 out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the 0-1. Lined but speared on a hop. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and digging in is the veteran DH, Matt Kemp.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And it's 1-2.
Now, 1-2.
Pitch on the way.
That's ball 2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Garrett Hampson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Now to the plate, Jake Croninworth, as we begin the top of the 4th.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pops this one up. Story is calling for it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 7, Victor Caratini.
Now batting, Victor Caratini. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box, Will Myers. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hot shot on the ground to short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Stepping in now, Austin Nola. He swings and grounds it to short. Story brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Padres leave 1, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Kevin Pillar.
The center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
David Dahl to the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fly ball out toward left center field. Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That's outside.
The 1-0 home. Blackmon has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. A.J. Ramos gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Jurickson Profar. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
In there, and it's 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 0-2 once more. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here off the bat of Jurickson Profar. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
At the plate, Jorge Mateo, as he grounds one briskly to short. Story picks it up. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ready once again, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen.
One out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Digging in, Manny Machado. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Manny Machado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 delivery. Swings through it for strike number 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back homers. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. Home run number 3 here in the early going as this lead got even wider. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
Carlos Estevez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
So now to the plate, Jake Cronenworth, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. A windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Trevor Story is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth.
Murphy.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, just one hit, and one error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Into the box now, Ryan Valade, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired.
3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Start the bus. They're down 15-0.
At the plate, Victor Caratini. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
The first baseman, number 7, Victor Caratini.
Here's the pitch.
Now the 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
To the plate now, Will Myers. Fouled off. So far 2 for 3 in this one. High and deep to right center. Blackmon going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get the third, and he made it happen.
Stepping in now, Austin Nola. And he hits it hard to the right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And he's out on the tag. But they do play to run on the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jurickson Profar. And his confidence has to be in a really good place right now, having already launched 2 balls over the fence in this one.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB. And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
That evens it up 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
The batter, number 3.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jorge Mateo is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. From the stretch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Now a long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop,
Fernando Tatis Jr. will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Looking to minimize the damage here. Back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Padres lead it 16-0. So here's Matt Kemp now. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little roller toward the hole. He's got it. No problem here. 1 away.
now batting, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Cue shot here out toward short. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Stepping up now, Dom Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First offering on its way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Nunez, just 24 years of age. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
2-2 to the Colorado catcher. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set with the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch down the first baseline, and a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and yet another strikeout here, his 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado, still 16-0. Digging in, Manny Machado. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Machado on his way to second. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Scott Oberg comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in now, Tommy Pham. And that misses, ball 1. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Story scoops it up. The tag gets 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So here's the Padres DH, Jake Cronenworth. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Don't want to forget about him. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Spin and a throw back to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
At the plate now, Victor Caratini. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Throw over to the bag. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Pilar. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder.
Into the box, Will Myers. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Padres lead it 18-0. Last half of the 7th here, and into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Hit softly down the line at first, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with 1 swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting.
In now, Trevor Story. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Story begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. A ball and a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
1 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. 2-2.
2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Myers is under it. He's through first and hustling for second. Oh, and he misses it. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. A man at third with one away. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Ryan Valade is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Two outs here with a runner at third. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
To 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Padres lead it 18-1. Digging in to try it again, Austin Nola. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Austin Nola.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
The center fielder,
Jurickson Profar will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game, as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Standing in, Jorge Mateo. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Padres down in order, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Standing in, Kemp. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. He's set. Here it comes. Stammen, a 36-year-old veteran. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Dom Nunez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Kemp off a second. Now the pitch. There's the good knuckle curve, a ball and a strike.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Good action on the sinker. 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar. And this is knocked down on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Now a drive by Dahl, and this is hit well to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. 2 runs are in. And he is in there. He pulls into third safely as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
The right fielder.
Yeah, and I'm sure the pitcher's talking to himself on the mound too, and I can't blame him. He's responsible for loading the bases, and he just served up a pitch that absolutely got roped for a bases clearing triple. 1 swing, 3 runs.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 15, Drew Pomeroy.
At the plate, Charlie Blackmon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Trevor Story. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Pomerantz sets. First pitch on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he falls behind 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The Padres on top, 18-5. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
So now to the plate, Manny Machado. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Tommy Pham. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is Pilar at the track, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. The relay. Now he's safe at second as a run will score on the play as well.
This is just bordering on ridiculous now, guys. 19 runs in one game. To say that they're having some success at the plate would be like saying some kids are excited at Christmas.
James Pazos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
James Pazos.
To the plate now, Jake Cronenworth, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Pazos has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Oh and 1, here it comes. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are two gone now.
Victor Caratini.
In now, Victor Caratini, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Blackmon. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Will Myers, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Padres lead it 20-5. Mark Melanson enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
In now, Matt Kemp. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 1.
So striding forward now, Garrett Hampson. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last strike now for Colorado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
20-5 in this one today. San Diego were absolutely crushing the ball as they ended up with 9 home runs as a team. Mike Clevenger earns the win, his 2nd, as he struck out 13 in this one. John Gray permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,897. The Rockies thank you for joining us here today. And as you exit Coors Field, we remind you to please drive home safely.